we're going to talk about the idea of giftedness and creativity. Gifted children in general, they have like some exceptional abilities in specific domain. They have high level of motivation and a strong precocity, which is so important. They might be able to combine different elements to just answer a new question in a different way. They have the ability of addressing different and difficult questions, and they do have willingness to just take different risk, which is very important because like majority of people, they don't take risk, but creative people, they actually go somewhere that majority of us wouldn't even like go that way. So that's their difference. Another point here is, oh, before asking you a question, I just want to mention that gifted children, they do have different personalities as well. They might actually suffer from different levels of anxiety and depression as well. So whenever we are addressing giftedness, we have to consider these populations' difficulties as well too. So here's a question for you. If we would go back to the Gardner's theory, we can just remember that he mentioned everybody might be genius or gifted at a specific way because we do have like different criteria for intelligence based on Gardner. I want to ask you to just tell me to what extent you might be creative or gifted. What was the sign of that? Do you actually believe that the environment impacted you or it was your family? I feel like answering this question can just help you a lot to just understand this course. So let's talk about school and just tell that how schooling can just impact you and can help you to just develop better cognitively. It seems like a school can just help us different, can just teach us actually different strategies that can might prepare us for just different and difficult situations. Um, so for example, your teacher might actually teach you like a specific skills or might emphasize on some general rules to just apply on a specific problem, or they might just promote your verbal abilities or your literacy skills. So school could be helpful and just impact your cognitive development in different ways. There are two terms here. Number one is self-fulfilling prophecy. It is important. There might be some questions from that. But like whenever a student or a person trying to live up to someone else's expectation, it's gonna be self-fulfilling prophecy. For example, in my previous semester, I had a student, they were so smart, so genius, but for one test, they didn't do a good job. So basically, they came to me and they were saying that, hey, I know I messed up, for example, my test too. I feel like I didn't live up to your expectation because you are working so hard in this class to just help us to just end up with a good grade. It was my fault. I didn't study because of that and this. I'm so sorry if I couldn't live up to your expectation. My answer to that student was like, okay, I'm working so hard for this course, but at the end of the day, this is you and this is your course. If you had like a bad life situation, don't try to make me as your teacher or instructor happy. Just accept the problem, whatever happened before, and try to just take other opportunities for enhancing your grades. So I was just trying to just help them to just get rid of the idea of self-fulfilling prophecy. You shouldn't actually study for your parents. You shouldn't actually study for your teacher. You shouldn't actually study for your spouse. I don't know, for like anyone else but yourself. It is all about you. You should just succeed in your course because of yourself, because you want to get a good job, because you want to practice psychology someday. That is all. It is all about you. Another point about school and classroom gonna be class and school size. In general, small classes, they can yield to better outcome. Particularly for students who have like learning disabilities or students in special education services. So small classes might be more helpful for them. So we have like different points when it comes to children. First of all, we have kindergarten, which actually can help children to promote their communication skills, to just promote their pro-social skills. And if they would be more social, if they would have higher ability of communication, they might end up with better academic performance in their life. Another point is elementary school to middle school. It seems like shifting from elementary school, which you have just one teacher, to middle school, which you have like several teachers, and you have to like adjust yourself based on different preferences, might be hard for some students. Timing and number of transitions is very important. It seems like earlier transition and more transitions in general might lead to more difficulty for students. For example, there are some students that because of their parents' job, they might move a lot and they might just shift between different schools. Those students, they do have difficulty in just catch up with the course materials, making friends, to just adjust with the new situation. So timing and number of transitions is just important as well. That actually leads to the idea of a stage environment fit, which means like environmental challenge, it's better to just match child's capacity and needs. For example, if the challenge is just so huge, it's just so dramatic, we should just consider some mental help for our child. For example, if parents, they are getting divorced and the child already just suffering from anxiety, depression, or different mental problem, we have to actually seek help before actually giving that news to our child. So this is the whole idea of a stage environment fit. We have to consider different challenges for our child, and we have to actually consider environment as well. That was a group discussion, but now it's just a question. I actually want you to just check the textbook and try to answer this question.